What is up, guys? My name's Jonathan. This is Off-Road Diaries. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my wife Krista is part of the channel, and my puppy dog Princess Leia is in this channel as well. But today it's pretty much going to be mostly a solo video for a little while, and I got something cool. I have been reluctant of spending money. I just don't have a bunch of it right now, like most of us don't. And on top of that, I'm only trying to do some of the mods to my car that I feel like will make a difference. Today I got a special treat from some good friends of mine, the Yorks. They own Viper Machine. What they build is pretty cool. So in the Pro R, the shifter is like this. It's very loose and flimsy, and honestly, it's just not a comfortable shift. It just looks kind of basic. So these guys, they're freaking rad. They build something really cool, and I'm gonna unbox it for you guys. All right, I've never actually installed one of these on a Pro R before, so let's see what all comes in this package. By the way, I know these guys personally. I have ridden with them. Rick is a crazy good rock crawler. He's got a really nice built KRX. Looks like pretty simple instructions. Very 1, 2, 3. And let's see what we got in this package. First thing it looks like, ooh. Now these guys, they kind of hooked it up for me. They knew that I have a car that I am trying to go with on a theme. First thing we got here is the middle of the shifter, which is kind of the strong, sturdy part. It's packaged nicely, so it looks like nothing would get messed up. Wow. Really nice billet stuff. Definitely impressed with the machining and everything on it. Dig it. Dig it. I've seen this in many people's cars, so it's not like this is some brand new product or anything, but when I look at it in other people's cars, I don't really pay like attention to all the detail, and I like details. These guys are local to Utah. They're probably one of the sweetest couples you'll ever meet. They also own a dealership called York Powersports. Alright, so we got another section here. Now, let's see something. Is that orange? It looks orange to me. I like orange, in case you guys didn't know. I'm a blue and orange fanatic, and I don't even like the Broncos. We just like blue and orange, because nobody's doing it. And then Troy Lee did it, and I was like, damn you. But I was happy, because he made something with my colors in it. Look at that. Beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Can you guys see that? That Viper in there? Do I spy a little blue? That's right. I have not opened this up. They told me they were going to make sure to send me something that would be the colors I wanted. And man, they went above and beyond. They mixed and matched the colors for me. I'm excited to see this base plate. Let's take a look. Nice. Look at that, guys. Can y'all see that? That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Got our Viper Machine sticker here. So it looks like it doesn't come with any accessories. Looks like everything that we're going to be doing. Man, that is, tell you what, that is beautiful. All of that. We won't see that part, but that is beautiful. Man, I am very excited to install this. Never installed a Viper shifter before. Not inside of a Pro R anyways. I believe we take this part off, and there is going to be a little pin right here. Oh, my favorite. Everybody loves these pins. So we're gonna follow the instructions. I'm not gonna watch a video on YouTube or anything. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. So, first thing it says to do is remove the driver's side center console. I have removed the seat right here, and it looks like there's a separate piece here. So we're going to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, 6, 7, 8. Looks like there's 8 10 mils right there that I need to take out, and then T40 I believe, and I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know in a second. So we've got 8 10 mils, and it looks like 1 T40, and then we're going to take this entire section out of the car. Okay guys, so far this is as fun as changing a belt on a Pro R. In order to get this piece out, you've got to remove your center console here. Taking all the bolts have come out, and there's an LED light here on the Ultimate models. We're gonna keep on grooving, and I'll give you guys some pointers once I get it apart. Looks like there's one more bolt right here that was hidden. So we're gonna keep on taking bolts out. Well, I already started taking things apart, guys. If you're not a subscriber, we are vloggers, by the way. You probably know that at this point, but either way, I was like, you know, I smoked my belt a little bit at Little Sahara last weekend. I was like, I'm going in this deep, I might as well go ahead and change the belt, put a freshie on there, because this one's got like, I don't know, 1,500 miles on it?
At least, maybe.
Yeah, so I was like, I need to change my air filter. I bought an air filter and I just didn't change it yet. And I was like, I should probably check my air filter. And check this out, guys. That's just one hit. That's all it is, one hit on the floor.
Oh Look my gosh. Oh.
This is what kills engines. Needless to say, we're gonna take this bad boy, we're gonna put it where it belongs, which is right there.
The garbage.
They say don't blow the air filters out. I might give them a little extra puff every once in a while, but that's I love my wife. Just keep that in mind, guys, when you're doing these projects. Always, that's what sucks about the Pro Rs, man. You gotta freaking
disassemble the entire
man. I could pull an engine out faster out of a razor than I can to get to the stupid belt. But yeah, so you're already taking stuff apart. Clean your air filter, blow out your clutches. That's what I'm gonna do. But that's for another video. We're focused on the Viper shifter right now, so we're gonna keep on taking things apart. All right, guys, so I have pulled this plastic back. There's a stupid plastic clip on here. If y'all don't have one of these, you should definitely get one. My buddy at Throttle Works, he told me that this C-clip loves to disappear in the abyss. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop it off and I'm gonna use this magnet and we're gonna hope. So if it works, I'm gonna keep this in the video. If it doesn't, I'm not. It worked. He had told me that he had lost both of these when he was doing it. And I was like, I usually have spares of these in my shop, but these things right here are little boogers, and maybe it's still gonna be a pain to put back on, but at least we can go downward. So yes, we got it. Yay. Next step. Yes. All right. So we've got the center console off. I've got mine pushed aside because it's got lighting and other stuff I don't feel like messing with. Slide the pivot pin to the passenger side so C-clip can be removed on the passenger side. That's right. There's another C-clip. But we can get to that one because the position of the shifter is more towards the driver's side. So Krista's going to go around the other side, record this, and we're going to knock the C-clip off on the other side to get that pivot pin out. This little,
oh, I see. Oh, yep. Okay, so pushing that out. Now you can see it.
What we're gonna do,
then you should be able to just pull it right off, right?
Well, in theory, this will be easier to pull out because we have space there. We're gonna use some pliers. Still gonna use our magnet for the old JIC, and this one is facing straight up. Bam!
Look at you!
Look at that! I didn't lose either one of them. Okay, so those seem to be the most pain in the butt part about all this.
Just because of like the confined space.
Yeah, it's not, they don't give you lots of space in here. So this pin that keeps the shifter in place
slides all the way out.
Yeah, so now we got this pin out. What does the instructions say next? Like I said, guys, I have a shop. I build engines and everything, but it doesn't mean that even things for people like me that are a mechanic, it doesn't mean that we know everything, because we don't know everything. No. So, and if you're a mechanic and you think you do, you're a liar. All right.
So having instructions in paper form is nice.
Yeah, these are actually called instructions, not destructions. Although we are destroying stuff probably. The next thing we're going to do is unclip both shift cables off shift lever. Do not break the plastic clips on the cables.
Ooh, so don't manhandle it.
I've been known to break a thing or two.
Is it those right there, the green
Yeah, things? So what we're going to do is you're going to slide this over. Of course, it won't slide over easy. Let's see how we do this.
Oh, it looks like it slides pops to the, yeah.
Bam. Okay.
There we go.
I'll show y'all right now. So what you're going to do, you're going to take 2 fingers, squeeze on this section right here, squeeze it together, push out. Don't break them. Remember, that's what the instructions told us.
The bottom one's gonna be trickier. You can see how you have the bigger hole here. So you would pinch those to slide it from the smaller hole to the bigger hole to pull it out.
Got my dikes here. Let's see if it's just a, it's kind of, there we go. And I'm trying to do any of this without having my wife help. Mainly just to show you guys that this can be done on your own. And this is a pain.
Got it.
Victory. Holy crap.
Stupid thing.
That's your pan and pivot system right there. Installation. That is the pre-assembly is what they call it. Just to go over a couple steps really quick. Pulled center console off, T40s on both sides, just like changing a belt. And then I took all the bolts out everywhere on this side panel piece right here. After that, I just pulled it back. There's a plastic clip at the very front that's a pain to get out of, and I just didn't feel like doing it. So this worked perfectly fine. The only reason you really need this to come out is just for that pin to slide out, at least from what I found so far. Next step, remove the top bolt next to the top of the shift cable. So here's what we got to do. This is a support bracket. It's for keeping this center console stronger and beefier because, like I said, everything on this thing is weak.
Well, it's also putting that metal onto this plastic, right? Like it's like that weight, I'm sure, would probably need some stability.
And there's a lot more weight there, you are right. So I could see like in, basically this shifter is designed in a scenario where you can pull it over and you can go from low to reverse really quick. And it's like if you're in a situation where you're about to 12 o'clock or fall over, you can goose it into reverse and floor it and go back that way. Not great for your transmission, but
in a oh no, save your machine scenario. This bolt, right?
Yeah,
this
so we got to
right
take that bolt out because it blocks. Actually,
that little extension piece.
Yeah. So,
or what did you say that was called?
That is a center console support.
Center console support. That right there.
I'm gonna get my little wobbly tool and a 10mm. I've had one of these things fly off and about break my nose before, so I try to respect the wobbler.
Oh, as you say.
Yeah. Just keep your hands over it. You're usually okay. So this bolt has came out. All right. You notice here, longer section at the bottom. If you notice here, longer section at the bottom. So what we're going to do, it goes in like this. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this longer section facing down. If I'm wrong, tell me, or I'll figure this out eventually that I am wrong. There's a little section right there that pops into. We're going to take this long ways down, put it in here, and it will go right in. Take your long bolts, hand thread them in just to get it, make sure it doesn't fall off. And if you can see, that's the way it should be right there with this section right here coming up. I got this dash kind of propped up a little bit. And then we'll take this one here, take our Allen wrench, and don't snug it down completely in one spot or the other. At least make sure it's in even on both sides. And then we're gonna give it the old Ugga-Dugga crank, my personal favorite. We're gonna take our 10mm that we just removed, this right here. It's gonna thread right back in. Basically, you gotta pull that bolt out because it is blocking that plate from coming in.
Yeah. So you can see now from this side, when those are all the way in, this plate, you wouldn't be able to get that in flush without taking that out. So that's what that instruction means.
Yeah, okay. So, all that's done. Honestly, now that I know how to do this on this car, it's really not too bad. Polaris bolts down the side panel with like 16,000 bolts.
Hey, at least they're actual bolts and not Can-Am rivet. Like
oh, that's true. That's true.
Could be worse.
That is true. I'm very excited about this.
I'm
it's gonna make Patty Mayo look pretty. If in case you're wondering who Patty Mayo is, it's my car's name.
Like Patty Mayonnaise.
Okay, so if you're facing, when you install this, you want your shift points to be on this side. The cables come in from this side over here, so you want your shift cables to come in here. Allegedly, this is the most pain in the butt part because you have to get that thing in there. And so what we'll do is we'll pull that out of the way. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try my damnedest. First thing we gotta.
So you have to put the bottom one down in there.
Yes.
Oh. And not break the plastic.
Don't break the plastic, people. Okay, guys. So we've got both of these slid and locked back into place.
Both of these, as in those plastic pieces and
both of the
cables.
shift cables. Boy, that lower one. It's about as fun as my ex-mother-in-law. That's not fun. Okay, and I don't, like I said, I don't blame Viper for this. I literally blame Polaris for making a horrible, stupid shifting design. I've been mad at it forever. It's one of my cons. Do this on a nice Sunday and take a couple hours. I'm trying to do this in a rush. Well, and record on top of that because I really wanted a good informative video. And you guys, if y'all have any questions, I'd have no problem answering. I'm pretty quick to reply on YouTube.
Yeah, drop them in the comments below.
Yeah,
if you've
just
got
drop
any
them in the comments. And
clarification on anything.
what I'm going to do here is we're going to get that C-clip on. I've got some old hammerheads here. I've pushed this pin a lot ways through. I'm just trying to put this on now before.
Right there. Before it falls back out again, and we gotta. It needs to go forward just a hair.
There we go.
There we go.
Popped in. So this side over here is a little bit more open. So what we're gonna do is pop that through there. So now you can see that pin is right there.
There we go.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. We got that far, guys. Everything else is essentially just putting it back together at this point. So I don't want to bore you guys with all the crazy details. You're basically going to put everything back the same way it was. The only other thing we're going to do is we're going to add, towards the end of it, after I put everything back together, we will throw this bad boy right here. And I'm going to, they say to lube it up really good. So I'm going to go ahead and button this up. This is the last part here. And it literally just boop, boop, and comes right in. And I'll show you guys the finished product when I'm done. Here we are. Everything's put back together. I still got to bolt it down, but it's all back together. And we're going to take this nut. That would have been this nut right here. It's going to go into, that's the thing that we put in behind the shifter, guys. And it's just going to screw right on in. We're going to bolt that down. And we got one final touch. There we go. Voila.
That is so pretty.
It is
A
beautiful.
little pop of blue in there. And we've got another super exciting thing that's going to upgrade the interior in here too soon.
That's right.
This Viper shifter.
Viper machine, guys. Super great people. We're now putting on the finishing touch. Super excited about this part. This is,
Bam!
it's like the caveat to everything.
Just a little cherry. The little orange on the top of the cake.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead, tighten this all down. Make sure that everything is tight. Now, some people have said that they did not need to adjust their shift cables after this. I will let you guys know if that's the case. There are instructions on how to do it. If you have a Pro R and you have done it before, you know how much of a headache it is to do it. Make sure it's tight so it don't pop off on you while you're driving.
Yeah, that's probably...
That would suck.
Oh, that looks so good. So good. I just want to take a step back really quick just to see, like, the colors together.
All right.
Okay, this is the test.
So it is in reverse. That is neutral. That is low. That is high. And it definitely feels a lot more stout.
So that's park, yeah? And then, oh.
Gotta pull it back because it's still cable driven. Neutral. Low. Now here's the thing, guys. In case y'all are wondering what the advantages are on this shifter overall, they sell it for multiple machines. But like I said before, if you're in low and you're crawling, you kick up to the point where you're about to tip over, you slam it just straight. It will always bring you into reverse. It will not bring you into park or anything. It always goes first. There is a spring in there. Yeah, so I think we may be okay. So overall, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I learned along the way, so don't be afraid to learn. Hopefully I've given you all the tips and tricks that you'll need to do this. I would say the hardest part about doing this job is going to be your bottom cable that goes into the bottom portion of the entire box of the shifter. It is not fun to get to at all. Maybe a little flat head, but be careful because you don't want to fray those cables, and just push it into that hole and then pop that plastic back into place and make sure it goes all the way in the hole so it locks into place. It is a little frustrating, guys, when you're doing these jobs.
Especially just confined spaces.
Yeah, small spaces like this. I've got, you know, freaking 75 feet long fingers. So I hope that helps y'all out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to watch some of our other content, we're big duners. We do rock crawl as well, but we're mostly big duners. We go out, we have a lot of fun, and we always try to bring really fun content from huge events such as Takeover. Hopefully this video for our regular subscribers is fun enough for you just to watch and hang out with Chris and I for a little while, and with our little sense of humor.
Maybe it'll entice you to go get yourself a Viper shifter.
Go get a shifter. These guys are Utah locals. They're really great people. I have known them for years. I didn't just meet them because we have a little YouTube channel. I've known them for years. I've ridden with them through some crazy rock stuff. And they're just an awesome family-ran business. They're not some huge corporation.
So we'll drop the information for them in the description below.
It's going to be Viper Machine. We'll give you their phone number, their website, everything. And we are about to launch a Shopify store as well. We just got our first set of shirts in that our buddy sent them. He sent them to us just as samples, and we're super excited. So we're going to have a little launch of those, and I think they're pretty cool. Should we throw a little sneak peek of what the shirts look like? Yeah. I'll grab and these are going to be cool shirts because they have a little stork. Isn't that what it's called? It's a stork. They're carrying a baby, but it's like just a little hint of it in there in a tiny portion of it. Baby new flying in. So thank you guys for watching us. I hope if you're a regular subscriber, you had fun watching us and us just goofing off installing a shifter.